welcome back to the newest episode that you're listening to right now, the Unusable Podcast Christmas Edition.
Christmas. I love Christmas. It's Christmas time.
Like, if you're into Hanukkah, too, that's cool.
Dang it, Gabe.
Yeah, if you're Jewish, you're pretty poggers.
Why can't you just be
cool.
like, yeah, Christmas? Why you gotta get the Jews involved?
Okay. Whoa.
That's right, I'm anti-Semitic this episode.
Oh, no. No, don't join Kanye. Don't join Kanye.
No,
Wait,
all
so
jokes. All jokes. I'm not anti-Semitic.
Was that the whole controversy around Kanye recently?
Yes, he's been saying anti-Semitic things and things like Hitler was pretty cool.
I saw this great interview recently where he was just like, my people have been getting screwed over for years, and it just so happens that they're all Jewish. And he says it just like that.
Oh my gosh.
And the interviewer was like, what's
Kanye.
wrong with you?
Kanye. Well, okay. Well,
I don't know is Kanye actually Jewish, or is he just...
No,
is he
not
Jewish?
Jewish.
No, he's not Jewish.
Okay, then why did he say it?
Is he saying his oppressors are Jewish?
Yeah, he's saying all the people that are screwing over his
black?
people are, all the black people, they're all Jewish. Which is a bit
weird.
anti-Semitic.
That's a weird thing to say. Yeah,
it's a little.
I don't think.
Well, not good.
We can't.
Anyway, I
hate black people. Can't hate Asian people. Can't.
Oh no, the blacks
Jews.
can hate whoever they want to. Everyone else just can't hate the blacks.
Whoa.
Stop it! This is a great segue to the bone I have to pick with you. For many of the early episodes, I ruined the episodes. But as of late, you have been ruining the episodes. And that's the bone I have to pick with you, my good sir. You've been ruining the episodes, and that's my job to ruin the episodes.
Okay. Well,
Just stop being so Southern.
Well, no, what I said wasn't even wrong. It's just you could see the
in
patterns.
The media. Yeah,
you can see the patterns.
They kind of get away with a lot.
Yeah,
but the media also just isn't like accurate to how people act at all anymore.
Hey Alexa, make the light green.
Because either everyone has to be not racist, or everyone has to be racist.
Except for Whoopi Goldberg, she can be racist towards white people.
Oh yeah, because if you're racist towards white people, that's just called nothing. Because no one talks about that.
Justice. Anyway,
it's called justice.
Anyway, we're not getting into that. That is a whole topic. We got a special guest. I'm so sorry, Levi, that this is how your episode started. I feel bad. I feel really bad. But we have a special guest, Levi Hines. He is the guy who was inspired by us. We inspired him, guys.
Yeah, we were inspired by Timmy and his podcast, and then we inspired him. It's a chain of inspiration. It made me cry a couple days ago thinking about it.
Really?
No.
I don't believe that. No, okay. I kind of teared up for a second. That's legitimate, but...
And I felt very, even more inspired to do this podcast even more.
Yeah,
Dude,
that's true. That made me feel like I can't... This podcast means something,
Right?
Seth does something with his emotions whenever it's like...
You mean lie?
Well, yeah, but it's more than that. It's like you take your emotions and you take them out of yourself and dump them straight in the trash. Unless it has to do with your wife. And then it's like you don't know what to do with it, so you just contort your feelings in a weird way. To where it's like you're being sweet, but you're also not being honest with yourself.
Wow.
Okay, whoa, that sounds way worse than it is. What happens is, I'll be in a horrible mood, and then Kate will be like, are you okay? And I'm like, no, I'm good. I'm perfectly fine. And then I'll just try to straighten out my mood right away. And I am not okay.
And Katie knows this.
Yeah, like it'll be like a couple days later, I'll just be like crying into her shoulders. She's like, what's wrong? I'm like, so many things.
Yeah.
Yes, that's how it is.
Yeah.
Which,
anyway,
you know what, that happens. I think everyone goes through that. So
that's probably more healthy than just
bottling
making
it
a
up.
mess.
Let's get Levi's opinion.
This is stupid. This is not going great. I'm sorry, Levi. All right, let's call him up.
Okay.
I'm not sorry.
It's ringing.
Hey there.
Hey, what's up?
How are you guys?
Good, how are you?
Doing good.
Great.
I guess we should introduce ourselves. I'm Josiah. I kind of run the podcast. We have Seth.
I'm Seth. Hello, I am Seth.
He's the one who's
there.
been communicating to you.
Okay.
And then we have the glue and also sometimes the ruiner of the podcast, Gabe.
Yes, I am the ruiner and the glue. I'm kind of like an acidic glue that kind of ruins things.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
that works though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
for the most part.
Awesome.
Until we have to scrap an episode or two.
Which usually it's my fault for scrapping episodes, but as of late it's been Gabe's fault, and I'm not okay with it. That's my job to ruin the podcast.
Oh, that's great.
So who ruins your podcast?
Actually, I do. Yeah. So it's more of a.
Well, you should probably have a talk with you about that.
Yeah. Kind of a make or break podcast, I guess.
Yeah, pretty much. It's really just a one-man show. I mean, my wife is on it too, sometimes. So, and lately I've been having a few guests, but
So you were inspired by us to get Luke Grass on your podcast.
Yes.
Which, first I have to say, I'm honored that
He cried about it.
I cried a little. I teared up thinking about, because I'm 18 and I started this podcast, and I'm inspiring people to be creative. That's kind of ridiculous to me. So
Hey, it's good.
Yeah,
It's good. Yeah, because I found it, because I like you guys, I listen to the Tim Hawkins podcast. I'm a faithful listener.
As you should.
So
Grassmen in the house.
So I found out about your guys' podcast through listening to that, because Luke was like, I'm going to be on your guys' podcast, and I'm like, I'm going to go over there and listen to him. And then I found out he was on your guys' podcast, and I'm like, that's a good idea. So then I messaged him sometime after or whatever, and was like, hey, I heard you were on a different podcast, and was wondering if you want to be on mine. And he's like, where do I sign up? So
Nice.
And then I started listening to your guys' podcast. So
Thank you for listening.
Yeah.
So do you like our podcast? Like, be honest. Be 100% honest.
Yeah, be 100% honest. You can roast us. It's totally fine. How is our podcast?
No, I like it. It's good.
Nice.
Yeah, definitely.
Good.
And you guys have mentioned it before too, that like the earlier episodes, and I think that's with every podcast, the earlier episodes, are a little a little rough, I think. But once you where you guys are now, I think it's great. Yeah.
Thank you.
I mean, you guys seem like you have a really good setup and stuff. So,
well, let me tell you, it's not. It's a lot of work to make it sound as good as it does every week.
The trick is to get me not to yell, so I don't peek everyone's mic in the room at the same time.
So we're sitting about probably 2 feet from each other.
This is like 4 feet. It's 4 feet.
Okay, like 4 feet. Sound travels a lot further than that at a talking volume.
Yeah.
So
we need to get some barriers.
Yeah, we need to get some like soundproofing or something. But
Like,
it's rough.
Could just put Seth in the closet.
Yeah, I could go in the closet.
There you go.
There's the closet.
There you go. Put Seth,
Which is also like the storm shelter.
Yeah, I'll put Seth in the storm shelter. I'll put Gabe in the bathroom, and I'll be in here.
Yeah, I can't put Gabe in the bathroom. It'd be too echoey in the bathroom.
It would, but
It's
it
true.
also give me some like boosted authority effect, so it'd be great.
That's
Yeah.
true. Sitting on the porcelain throne, you feel like
There
a
you go.
man.
It would be like we're talking directly to God with the echo and everything.
Yeah.
Maybe not that far, but yeah.
It is
that's
I. So, before you got in here, we did a little intro, and we got on the topic of lying to your wife.
Oh my gosh.
Because I lie to my wife constantly. Yeah, because she always asks if I'm okay, and I always say that I am, and I never am okay. Do you do that?
Or are you honest? Are you an honest man?
Well, it really depends. I mean, sometimes, for me, usually whenever she asks if I'm okay, I'm usually there's really nothing usually wrong. I mean, if there is stuff wrong, I don't know about it. So it's not like I can really explain it. So, I guess it could be kind of a lie because, there probably is stuff wrong with me, but either I don't know it or not willing to say, I guess. I don't know.
Good, a nice, honest man.
That makes sense.
I respect that.
So,
Good. That was
So,
a test. You're a good husband.
do you lie to your wife?
Do I lie to my wife?
Yeah.
Seth, I don't have a wife.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Okay. You better watch it. You know I have roasts against you.
Yeah.
Okay, while we're on this topic, so I live with Seth, and me and his wife were like roasting him for like an hour last night, trying to convince him to buy new boots. Currently, what he has is like a pair of boots from Walmart that he got a year ago for like $20. Would you say he should get new boots at this point?
They're like falling apart.
They're not falling apart. They're ventilated.
Yeah, I mean, I would probably say it's about time. I mean, it's like, if they look anything like mine, yeah, it's definitely time to get new boots.
What boots do you wear?
Oh shoot, I don't even know the brand. They're just black. I got these from Walmart too. They're
yeah, Walmart boots.
Yeah, they've got.
Y'all are probably wearing the same boots.
Probably.
That'd be funny.
Well, they come in the what is it? It's like a black box, but it's got green on it. What's it called?
Oh, are they steel-toed?
Yeah, steel-toed.
Oh, I actually have a pair of those boots. I haven't worn them in a long time, but yeah, I know what you're talking about. They're like combat looking.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I've had those for a while. I need to get some new ones. So.
All right.
Sweet.
Well, this episode is going to go up a few days before Christmas, so we have some Christmas questions for you.
But first, our sponsor, Anchor.
Oh yeah. What? So we talked about doing ad reads, but that's not how ad reads works.
Is that not how ad reads work? Just Anchor, give us money.
Anchor, give us money.
We got listeners.
I don't think I have time to do an ad read this episode.
We just did one. There was plenty of time.
Oh yeah. Use Anchor for your podcast. Anyway, that's probably we're not going to get any money for that. That's nice. Anyway, Christmas questions.
All right, Christmas questions. You love Christmas, right?
Oh yeah.
Right?
Absolutely.
Good. So with Christmas, there are many great things. And of these great things, most people have a favorite of the great things. So what is your favorite Christmas song?
Oh, man. Favorite Christmas song? I gotta think about song. I knew who my favorite I have a couple favorite artists, but I mean, Mariah Carey being one of them, but who doesn't like her?
That's true. It's kind of a classic.
Yeah, right. And then I listen to a lot of Elvis Presley, so
Blue Christmas.
He does some really good Christmas songs. I'll have to come back on a favorite song because I wasn't prepared for that question.
We were asking Luke and Caleb this question, and I lied and said that my favorite Christmas song was White Christmas. That's not my favorite Christmas song.
He was kind of in a panic.
I was kind of in a panic trying to go through all. So I was just like, White Christmas. But no, my favorite Christmas song is actually Jingle Bell Rock. That's my favorite.
Okay.
Ooh, yeah.
That's a good one.
My favorite Christmas song is Little Drummer Boy. But the problem I have with Little Drummer Boy is that there's no version that's as good as the version that plays exclusively in my head. I feel like there's a version of the song that is just bits and pieces of different versions that's like perfect for me, and I love it, and it does not exist. It's really annoying because I want like the original choir, but then I want like the instrumental from the King and Country version.
Yep.
And it's really annoying. Maybe I should just edit those two songs together.
Yeah, just
there you go. You should. They might be copyrighted, but you should.
Oh yeah, I can't release it, but at least I can finally have my preferred version.
Then you could add some Christopher Lee to spice it up.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness!
If you haven't listened to it, Christopher Lee has a Christmas album, and it's the best worst thing ever.
Do you know Christopher Lee, the actor?
Yeah, I think so. I haven't listened to his music though, but so I'll have to.
It's like hard metal.
Yes.
And it also sounds like it was produced by like a 12-year-old. No offense to Christopher Lee, but also offense to Christopher Lee.
Christopher Lee, he's dead, so it's okay.
Is he?
Oh,
he's
not
dead.
He's dead.
He's been dead for a while.
He's been dead for a long time.
I didn't know that.
Well, sorry to break the news to you, but man's dead.
Oh yeah, I remember that. I thought it was I got him confused with the guy who played Gandalf.
Oh, okay. No.
Oh, why am I spacing his name?
Ian, is it?
Ian McKellen.
Ian McKellen, yeah. Sir Ian
No.
McKellen.
Anyway,
he's
next
still
Christmas
alive.
question.
Next Christmas question.
What's your favorite Christmas movie?
Ooh, favorite Christmas movie. It's a Wonderful Life is really good.
Yep.
Yeah.
That one's one of the top ones. I also like Home Alone.
That's a good one.
You should watch Home Alone 5. I think it's the best one out of all of them.
That one
No,
is-
not the newest one. There was one before that. That came
It's
out
4,
like
I think.
20.
Yeah,
Is
I
it
think it's
fourth?
4. I think they only did 4. They have 5 now,
Okay.
I guess, with the don't they with the
Yeah,
last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was
Last
like
year
a
one.
Disney.
Well, there's one with
Disney
this
Plus
kid who
version.
is really into video games, and that's the one to watch. It is
Oh, okay. Yep.
painful.
That's the one with the whole new kid and stuff, right?
Yes, it's got a
Yeah,
whole new kid.
that
and
one is
everything.
That's
good.
rough.
Yeah. That.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes
What about you
Disney
guys?
needs to stop. My favorite
Was that
Christmas
Disney?
movie is oh man, I don't know oh yeah, it's Jim Carrey, not Grinch. What was that one?
What Christmas movie did Jim Carrey do? Besides
Christmas
Grinch?
Carol.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
he did
That's
do
a good.
Christmas
I don't know
Carol.
why it's my favorite, but
That is a solid one.
it's a solid movie. It's one of the ones that I. Oh wait, no,
A
A
Muppet.
Christmas Story.
Okay.
Christmas Story is my favorite.
That was
Christmas
good.
movie.
That was
Same.
good. Yeah.
So for me, it's between A Christmas Story and A Muppet Christmas Carol.
That one's also very good.
That one is solid. And we got one more Christmas question for you if you're ready
Well,
for
before we get into it,
Yeah.
do you have an answer for favorite Christmas song?
Oh, you're actually coming back around for
Yeah.
that one.
it. Yeah, we're coming back around. Are you ready for it?
Uh,
You
Yeah,
got
I
30
think-
seconds. Time is
30
ticking.
No
seconds.
pressure.
Okay.
All the pressure.
Don't take him too seriously.
Yeah, no, that's good. I think one of my biggest favorites is probably I like All I Want for Christmas. That's not the name of it. What's the name of it? Is that the
I think
name
it
of
is.
it?
I thought might
Yeah,
be
is
the
it
name
called
of it.
All I Want for
Okay.
Christmas?
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
it is All I
I
Want
like
for
it.
Christmas. Yeah.
I like that one a lot. That's good.
So were you homeschooled by chance?
Yes, I was.
Okay,
Whoa,
so
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
well, I
That's weird.
figured. I mean, we all listen to
This is like an
Mocket, so
exclusively homeschooler podcast.
Not
oh
Gabe,
my
though.
gosh.
Yes.
Oh,
Gabe
not
is
Gabe.
private school.
Gabe was
but
private,
as,
but
as private because my parents were working.
he gets like
half credit for being
Half
a private
credit,
school.
so-
and
Look,
not
it's a
public school.
Christian private school, so yeah.
Hey,
yeah.
There you
Plus,
go.
like half my friends were also homeschooled, so
So kind
So
of
he
rough.
gets
Good.
he gets honorary homeschooler because he acts like a homeschooler.
it's true.
So-
I'm socially
Yeah.
awkward. I'm good at things.
there you go. That's what counts.
Yeah. His
But
favorite
being
hobby
a
is
homeschooler,
leatherworking.
I feel like you tend to learn a lot of strange things.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's something I've observed amongst all the homeschoolers I know. One of the strange things I have learned through the years is something known as the Yule Lads, which is a Iceland Christmas tradition. Have you ever heard of it?
I have not.
Well, they are essentially 13 homeless people who harass you throughout
if you're
the
not
year.
good.
If you're not good.
Yeah.
And I'm going to name all of them to you. I'm not going to tell you what they do, because most of their names are self-explanatory for what they do.
Okay.
But at the end, once I name them all, I want to know which one you most identify with.
Okay.
All right, so number 1, we got Sheepcoat Clod. Then we have Golly Guck. And then we have Stubby. I will tell you what he does. He steals crust from pans. You know, because he's just called Stubby, so you wouldn't know what he's doing. They got Spoon Licker. You know, like spoons. Pot Scraper. Bull Licker. Door Slammer. Skyer Gobbler, which Skyer is a type of yogurt. So he gobbles yogurt. Sausage Swiper. Window Peeper. He's just a pervert.
Pretty much.
Door Sniffer, Meat Hook, and Candle Stealer.
He steals the candles to eat them.
Yeah, because they are made out of animal fat. But also, he doesn't just steal candles. He steals candles from children.
Yeah, just children's candles.
So that one's kind of a yikes.
So which one do you identify with? Which one speaks to you on a deep personal level?
Yeah.
Hopefully not window peeper.
Yeah, well, I was gonna say the window peeper, but I was like, probably shouldn't say it on this podcast. Probably door slammer. I don't know.
Door slammer. You like slamming some doors?
I identify as door slammer.
I used to. Well, a little bit of a secret about me is when I was younger, when I would get like mad or upset, I would go and slam the door to our school.
Oh yeah.
aka our house. And well, and the thing is my mom, she was like, well, I got a brilliant idea, and was like, I'm gonna make sure he can't anymore, and just took the door off the hinges. So
classic homeschool mom move,
right?
Yeah.
That's some Freaky Friday stuff right there.
Yeah. So that's when I decided I had to go and be a window peeper.
That's how it all comes
the
around.
Villain origin story.
The villain origin story. Once I was a door slammer, but then I became window peeper.
Right.
Oh jeez.
Man of many talents.
Right. Yeah.
I don't know if we've said which one we identify with. I identify with door slammer. Gabe? Also, don't do that to your microphone, please. Thank you.
I'm 100% meat hook. 100%.
Gabe, Seth is meat hook.
I might have to be spoon licker.
Hey, that's the same that Olivia was.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's all the Christmas questions.
And that's all the holiday cheer I have for you today. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Hey, those are good questions though. Do you guys like looking at Christmas lights?
Oh yeah. I'm actually gonna go do that tonight.
Nice.
That's my plan for the day. It's gonna be fun.
Me and Gabe are gonna watch a wholesome movie. Very wholesome. It's called Violent Night. Yeah, wholesome. Very wholesome.
Oh yeah, I've heard of that. I haven't seen that one, but yeah.
For a movie that's all about being violent, the trailers are tasteful. It looks good. It looks like a good
I will
movie.
have to say, as a Christian podcast, I cannot condone to all the churches out there that this is a good movie to watch.
Yeah, children don't watch
it.
It's
rated R. No. You cannot see it. I'm seeing it with my adult eyes because we're adults here.
Yeah.
And so sin doesn't apply to us now.
Seth met his wife looking at Christmas lights. Well, not met, but
Yeah, not quite. So basically, I was living at the apartment at the time, and I came over here to parents' house, and she was here too. And I think I just came here to do laundry or something, because I had the washer by then. Anyway, I was over here for whatever reason. And Katie was also here, and we all went to go see Christmas lights, and we both sat in the back of the car. And the whole time she was telling me jokes. And she has a very, very soft voice. And Dad always has the music very loud in the car. Especially in the back. I could not hear a word she said the whole time. She did not know this until like 2 weeks ago. I told her that I didn't actually know any of it. I couldn't hear anything she said. I just pretended to laugh at them.
That is funny. Wow. See, I was in the car as well. I was sitting in the middle row of our van, and I just heard you two giggling, having a grand old time, and I'm just like, oh, great.
That's awesome.
But yeah, I was a child, so.
And then she invited me to a gospel quartet. I can't remember what their name was.
And the rest is history.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. So how did you meet your wife?
I actually met her well, it was kind of online, but it wasn't. So so I have an aunt, so I'm actually we're actually in Fort Wayne, Indiana.
All right.
Little ways from where I originally from, Missouri. She's from Fort Wayne. And my aunt that lived here was like, this was 2020. She was like, "Hey, I know a young lady that goes to my church," and I showed her a picture of you. You know, she thought you were cute. I'm like, well, that's a good start. And the thing is when I was still in Missouri at that time. Still in early 2020. Well, yeah, early 2020, because I was actually doing firefighting down there, and I was working on getting my EMT. But so I was like, oh, and I think she probably showed her a picture. You know, she probably showed her a picture from my, firefighter calendar, with my shirt off and stuff. So I'm just kidding, I don't have one of those. But so I was like, she's like, oh, okay. So I wanted to get her her Facebook and stuff. She's like, yeah. And so then we started talking, and then got to know each other. Started talking on the phone. Talked on the phone pretty much every single day. And we talked on the phone for probably, what was it? 3 or 4 months before I actually came down and met her in person. Yeah. And so then I came down, met her. We had a nice date night and everything. And then I had to, that weekend we went and saw Newsboys, which was a lot of fun. They're really, really good to see in live. Yeah. And then went back to Missouri, stayed up there for several more months. And I just kept, kind of visiting, going back and forth. And finally, I'm like, you know what? I'm tired of all the driving, so I'm just going to move down here. And then moved down here, and we, got married, and that's how that
history.
Happened.
Nice.
Yeah, exactly. So.
See, I met my wife. No, I'm kidding. I met my wife sometime from now to when I die. That's when I met her.
See, that would work on me because, like, when I'm talking with you guys, you all sound like close to the same. So, I can't tell,
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, so Josiah's a little baby boy.
I'm the youngest.
I'm a big, strong Nordic man. And then Gabe
my brother,
is a very old Hispanic boy.
Very old, as in like just older than him.
Hey,
so the separate you, Gabe and Seth are like what, a year apart, 2 years apart?
Wait, how old are you? 25, right?
25 in January.
25. So okay, so we're like a year and a half apart.
Year and a half apart, and then I'm 5 years from Seth.
Yeah.
So they're pretty close, and then I'm a little baby, which is weird because I run the podcast.
Well, you're tech savvy and all that. That's was true. Once, but not anymore.
Dude, I'm like an old cowboy dude that doesn't know how to do fiddle-faddle technology stuff. So
that's true.
Man, I don't know fiddle-faddle about this thing.
It's basically how it be.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah. Gabe's font on his phone is like Comic Sans. I don't even know what it is. It looks like handwriting.
It's called rosemary, but yeah.
Yeah, it looks
rosemary
like handwriting.
Is a spice. Not a way to
No,
write.
it's
an herb.
Oh, I don't know, a name of a girl. I was thinking of Ginger from
Gilligan's Island.
Gilligan's Island.
Hey, Levi, do you like Gilligan's Island?
I don't think I've ever seen that.
It's a very great old show.
Yeah.
There's a VeggieTales spoof of it.
Is there? Is there?
Yeah, it's one of the first episodes of VeggieTales.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, where they're stuck on an island and stuff, and then there's a singing coconut tree.
Okay.
Did not know that. Is that where Larry's a Viking?
No.
Man, I'm so uneducated with my early VeggieTales. It's bad.
Right?
I see that.
Right.
Levi, did you ever watch Bible Man?
I have not, but I do want to.
Bible is awesome.
I've heard quite a bit about it, but I've never actually seen it.
See, I've heard from some non-Christian folks that Bible Man is a great thing to watch while you are under the influence of something, because it's already wild, but when you're also not,
coherent.
fully, with your understanding what's going on in life in general, it's pretty entertaining. But I wouldn't suggest that for anyone. Children, don't do drugs.
No.
Stay in
Also,
school.
marijuana is legal in Missouri now,
But it isn't moral.
No, right?
Don't you know only things that are laws are only laws because they're moral. So now weed is okay. That's in the Bible.
It's it's sad that there are a lot of people out there that do believe that way, and it's like no. Just because it's legal doesn't make it right.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So do you guys know where Willow Springs is?
Yes,
I have heard of it. That's out southwest Missouri, right? Yeah. So we are
southwest Missouri.
We are southwest. So wait, Willow Springs, that's southeast or south central, isn't it?
No, yeah, it is more central. Yeah, because it's Columbia is.
Oh man, it's only an hour away.
Yeah, it's not far from.
Oh yeah, so it's. So okay, we basically live in Springfield.
Right.
So, yeah, that's where we're from.
I wasn't sure if you guys were saying that or not, but yeah, because my family is from Willow Springs. I have a sister who lives in Springfield that I'm not really in contact with right now, but she and her husband live there, I guess. And yeah, my other family lives over in Willow Springs. I lived in Columbia for about the 2 years. So
yeah. How is
Missouri's
Columbia? It is a good state.
How is it? It's great.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, it's a
I know it's like a college town, but I didn't know if there's much more
I
from
hate
that.
Columbia.
You don't like it?
For one reason, so I used to work at Arby's. I was a manager at Arby's for 3.5 years, and we have this big screen that has the ranking of all the other stores that are franchise owned.
Okay.
And Columbia was always at the top.
I get it.
They were just always so busy all the time. We could no one had a chance of surpassing them in orders or anything. So it's not like super big city. Yeah, I think the college really makes it quite. Because you got the Mizzou. And I didn't know this till I lived there, but I guess Mizzou is like nationally known. Like, people come from all over. And like I'm like, what the heck? And like, because it's right downtown of Columbia. So it's a pretty nice area. It's not too big of a city. I think it's smaller than Springfield, isn't it?
Oh yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah, but it's still pretty big. I think it's bigger than Ozark.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's definitely bigger than Ozark. Yeah, no.
For sure.
It's good sized.
Yeah, it was a good place to be. So.
Yeah. Does it feel safe there?
Yeah, it actually did. It felt.
That's good.
Yeah, it felt. I moved to Fort Wayne, and it's quite a bit bigger. And you hear a lot more like crime, it goes on here than like from over there. Like I didn't really. There really wasn't a whole ton of obviously you'd have some, but like compared to. I'm sure compared to like Springfield or even here was like it was way more chill than
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, Springfield. There's a couple places that are good. Like Bass Pro, and
anything south of Sunshine is good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
basically.
Pretty much, yeah. And then there's just the closer you get to I-44, the sketchier it gets.
For sure.
No matter what side of town you're on.
Yeah, because the Walmart there is where all the shootings happen all the time.
Yeah.
Dude, every time there's like, hey, there was a shooting at Walmart, it's like, oh, the one by I-44, right? And it's like, yep.
Yeah, the one on Division. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
It's kind of how it was.
It's
kind of how it was when I was living in Lexington, Kentucky. The mall, that was a place to get shot. If you wanted to get shot, go to the mall.
Wow. Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, it turns out gun-free zones don't work.
No.
You know that little sticker on the door? It's not going to stop someone who already like illegally purchased a gun.
I don't think you guys understand. It's illegal to take a gun in there. You literally can't.
Well, no, it's not illegal. The thing is that if they ask you to leave and you refuse to, then they could charge you with trespassing while being armed. But it's not illegal.
But the sticker says so.
It's not.
All hail the sticker.
Okay.
Zig Heil, sticker.
Whoa! Don't go German on us.
Sorry, I watched Indiana Jones last night.
Did you watch the Kanye interviews? Is that what you did?
No, I was watching Indiana Jones last night.
Oh, Indiana Jones.
Indiana Jones and the Ark, the Ark of the Covenant.
Yeah, it's good.
I'm gonna have to translate what you said and make sure I don't have to bleep it.
I just said Zig Heil.
Yeah.
I
think that just means hail victory.
Something like that.
Yeah. That's not too bad.
Yeah.
At least
anyway.
I can say oops, you're going to have to bleep that.
Anyone who's listening to this, that was a joke, a goof, if you will. If you take it seriously, that's a personal problem. Maybe you should
I don't think we need a disclaimer on. I think all our listeners know that.
I think we need the most disclaimers on this podcast than any podcast in existence.
There has to be disclaimers on coffee cups saying that coffee is hot.
That is true.
This is true.
Not on my coffee cups because I only drink iced coffee.
Because you're basic.
Yeah,
I don't
2050,
like it
we're going to
hot.
be having cups that says, this coffee is cold.
Be careful.
Thank you. I couldn't feel the cold condensation on it.
Oh, do you remember... This is actually Tim Hawkins'
This
joke.
is a Tim Hawkins joke, yeah.
He was talking about the beer and how it changed colors. On one of the beers, the mountains would turn blue when it was cold enough to drink.
Busch Light cans.
Yeah, Busch Light.
Yeah.
If you cannot trust the own tips of your fingers to tell you if it's cold or not, you need to stop drinking.
Yep.
I've been there. Should we tell?
No,
Levi,
we
have you ever
shouldn't talk
been
about
drunk?
that. Whoa.
Have you ever been
Have
drunk?
I ever been drunk?
You don't have to
Yeah,
answer
and
this
I'm not
question.
saying in the Holy Spirit. I'm just
No,
saying
yeah, right,
with
no.
alcohol.
I actually have not. No.
Oh,
You are blessed.
Applause.
That's good.
Good job. You're a good Christian.
this is a secret AA meeting.
For Seth.
Believe it or not, I don't really drink alcohol. Because it kind of gives me heartburn. So
yeah.
I try to stay away from. Which I think is a good thing because I'm like it definitely keeps me away from it. I don't really care for it that much anyway. But
Yeah. Our family, at least I have like an addictive personality, so
for
things
sure.
that
Dude,
are
it's
addictive,
all of us.
I tend to stay away from. Like, my coworkers are like, "Hey, Josiah, try this vape," and I'm just like, "No, not
Right.
gonna do it because I'm gonna like
Right.
it, and then I'm gonna be addicted, and then I'm gonna die at
Yeah.
24."
Man, I
So-
used to vape.
You're like be gone, Satan.
Yeah. Get behind me, Satan!
Katie said that to me the other day.
Oh my
I
god!
asked her if she wanted Christmas candy, and she responded with, "Get behind me, Satan."
I think that means yes.
Oh, that's funny.
I was like, "What's up?" She's like, "Well, I feel like I've been having too much junk food. I don't need Christmas candy."
Have you guys know the Christians that are very anti-alcohol?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how popular this is gonna get. I don't know if they listen to it or not.
Be controversial.
Yeah, go for it.
Well, do you guys know the Duggars? Have you heard of the Duggars?
Yes.
Yeah.
You're homeschooled. We're all homeschooled.
Yep.
Yeah, we know the Duggars.
I've actually met the Duggars and
Nice.
have spent, bragging here a little bit. No, I went to church with them a little bit, with Jared and them. It was good. But one time I was having a discussion with them, and they're very much in the belief that alcohol is wrong, and Christians should not touch it. It's from the devil. They're great people. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying anything against the Duggars. I love you guys. But so we had the discussion. They're like, and we talked about. And I told him, I said, "Do you not the Bible Well, okay, it doesn't specifically say he drank wine, but Jesus turned water into wine. Okay, so
I mean, also he took of the cup.
Right.
That had wine
There
in
you
it.
go. So, and that was why. But their excuse, their reason is, well, it wasn't as concentrated. So
Which is not true at all.
No, it's not. In fact, I think it was more concentrated in that time.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, they had no way to control how it fermented, so it'd just be wild.
Gabe one time made mead alcohol, and he was just like, "Oh, I'll just let it sit for an extra week," and it was like make you blind.
It wasn't an extra week. Here's the thing: it was supposed to brew for like a month. And in my mind, I was like, oh, if you brew it longer, it gets stronger. So I brewed it for 6 months.
Oh my god. That is like make you blind after 2 shots strong.
Man.
That is some moonshine you made.
Oh, that's
my
crazy.
goodness.
Yeah, I needed to have a better system because...
Long story short, it took a long time to get rid of that. Did you end up pouring some of it out?
We dumped the rest of it out because some of the sediment from the initial brew got in, and it kind of gets bad. But the first couple bottles I had, oh my gosh, those were great.
Now, when you made it, did you like step on the grapes and stuff to ferment? To
Oh well, this was using honey, so it's like honey and water kind of stuff. So
gotcha.
like,
okay, so it wasn't. Man, I never thought about that. Does that like taste good?
I think so.
It's very strong.
I don't like it.
It's kind of like, I mean, it's a different flavor. Of course, the 18-year-old saying, I've only had sips of these things.
Right. Absolutely, yeah.
Whiskey and mead have like a similar level of flavor.
Okay.
No? Gabe says no.
The one that I made, yeah, because I...
Yeah, the one Gabe made, yes, but regular mead, not so much like whiskey.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, the only mead I ever... That's not true, actually. I had your mead and I had a different mead. But
did you try the African mead that we got one
I did
time?
not try that.
That was really good.
Anyway, I got permission from my parents before I drank. Don't worry, people.
Absolutely. Yep.
And then proceeded to
honor
make
your mother and father.
6 cocktails.
What?
I said, you got permission from your parents to try some alcohol, and then you proceeded to make 6 cocktails.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know what's crazy? Can I tell a story about alcohol real quick?
Is it your story?
At Trisha's wedding a few years back. So Mom would never let any of us touch alcohol at all.
She was one of the very strict people.
Yeah, it was like 2021 or something at the time.
It was 2019.
Not even.
Oh yeah, it was 2019. Yeah, this was
pre-COVID.
This was pre-COVID. Yeah, so I was like 19, 20, something like that. And I broke my foot the day of the wedding. Mm-hmm. And my mom felt very bad for me that I had a broken foot, and she's like, "I'll let you try some alcohol this time." And then I hear that they're just like, "Sure, Josiah, go ahead, try some alcohol." You didn't even have to break any bones for that. I had to break bones for that.
It's because you're the baby of the family.
I'm trying to think of when I tried.
That's great.
Sorry, when did I try alcohol?
What I'm saying is, I'm gonna come over and I'm gonna break your hand so that you.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! I think.
Also, you guys do not promote violence. So
yeah, do not do violence.
Violence bad. If you go into the Lexington Mall and shoot people, you're bad.
Yeah, don't do that. I can't say that is wrong.
Or any other place for that matter. Don't shoot people.
No, only in the Lexington Mall. That's the only place that's sin.
Oh man.
The city of Lexington has now designated the mall as the city war zone. If you want to play a very realistic game of paintball, go to the Lexington Mall.
It was really bad during 2020. It was really bad during 2020 and 2021. There's like one day where I was like, I want to go to the mall today. And I was like, I'm not feeling it. Something's going to happen. And then like the next day, oh, did you hear there's a shooting in the mall right by Bath and Body Works? And I was just like,
gosh.
That explains it.
The Lord saved you.
That was the Lord saving you.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. That's. I feel like that's a good podcast episode.
How long have we been going?
We've been going for like 45 minutes.
45 minutes, nice.
That's a good episode.
Nice.
All right. Well, thank you for coming on, Levi.
Appreciate it. Thank you guys for having me.
Is there anything you want to? Is there anything you want to say before?
Yeah, before you go, shout yourself out and say whatever you want to say, uncensored.
Okay. No, yeah. So, any of you guys listening, my podcast is Real Talk with Levi Hines. So, feel free to take a look, and also hopefully you guys can join me sometime for an episode as well. I would really appreciate that. Love that.
Yeah.
If you guys will be up for that sometime. So, I know I do like with mine. It's a little different. Because I use Anchor, but I when I have people on, I send a link and then they just click it and then it'll go through the whole. On the Anchor, you know how that goes. So, because I'm not fancy like you guys, I don't have all the really fancy recording stuff and the fancy mics and stuff. So, but
mega fancy.
I don't think we have a single mic that's over $100.
Well, hey,
they're still like $80, aren't they?
Yeah, they're still like expensive,
barely.
And then like a lot of programs. But anyway, go ahead. Yeah. So your podcast is Real Talk with Levi Hines, right?
Yes.
So
do you have like topics? Like, do you actually have structure to your podcast?
Not really. No, it's
not really?
No, it's pretty lame. But I mean, it's still a podcast. So,
like that's kind of how we do our podcast. We're just like, well, what are we gonna do? Well, we're gonna come up with a plan and then not do any of that.
There you go. See, yeah. So it's just really random. It's all over the place. It just whatever we feel like talking about, But sure. So again, thank you guys so much for having me on here.
For sure. Make sure to shout us out on your podcast. Wink, wink.
For sure. Absolutely. Yeah, you guys will definitely get that.
Before you go, you gotta roast me because that's what our fans love is when people roast me for some reason.
Roast Seth.
Now here's some things about Seth so that you can.
So I'm fat. My hair's thinning.
He has glasses.
I have glasses.
He has a big beard like
I'm
a Viking.
A nerd.
He's a big nerd.
It's gonna be hard because like I'm like almost all of that too, except I don't have a beard. So
So all the good roasts. So just shoot one out. This is a hard question. This is probably the hardest question we've ever asked someone.
This is because
gotta give the fans what they like. They like it when I'm insulted.
That's true.
Are you too nice?
Yeah, like I don't know how I'm supposed to insult Seth. Like I do like hearing him scream though. I don't know if that's something.
But... Okay, here I'll give a good scream.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
So wow. I enjoy hearing that, but I
actually do have one more question that I totally forgot about. But when we had Luke on our podcast, we saw a drastic increase in viewership. I was wondering, did you see the same thing?
Yeah, I think I saw a decent amount. I'm not gonna lie. So with him, it was kind of short. It was good, but it was kind of short. I mean, I had but he didn't say anything about my podcast and theirs and stuff, so it wasn't like so any of their listeners wouldn't. But I did feel like it went up a little bit.
Yeah.
But I also had their friend Caleb.
We had
on
him
my
on our podcast. Yeah.
Very cool. Yeah, I had him on there, and so his actually had a few more. It went up a little bit more, I think, than what Luke's did, surprisingly.
Yeah.
But
Caleb's great.
Well, we got all the people from the Tim Hawkins podcast that were looking for new podcasts came over here. So now we're sending them your way. So hopefully you get some viewers from us.
Thank you. I appreciate it. But yeah, and guys, I mean, I'm not, I'm nothing big or anything. So if you guys want to have me on there more or whatever, let me know. I mean, I'm pretty much available anytime. So.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you. Thank you, Levi.
No problem.
You have a good day. God bless.
Yep.
Hey, you too.
Bless.
You too.
Bye-bye.
All right, bye.
All right. Well, that was fun.
Boys, that went real good on the net.
Real good. I hope the recording was all good. I was checking every once in a while, making sure everything was working.
All right. That was very nice. We got to fill in like a couple more minutes because it's only been like 40 minutes, right? So we got to fill in some more time.
About 50 minutes, and I got to get this episode like.
We gotta get
I got to get it done real early. So
you gotta bleep that that I said. Oh, bring that one too. Oh man.
Dang, boys. You gotta polish and clean them boots and keep them all fresh and oiled and keep them laces clean and mud off of them and I'll shoot dang.
What? Okay, so Seth is sabotaging me right now because I have to.
How am I sabotaging you?
You're making it harder to edit this episode, and I have to leave on Wednesday. I gotta get this done in like 3 days.
I don't know if you need to censor those words.
That's fine.
I said shoot dang, son. You need to polish
I gotta censor that. Shoot dang? Are you kidding me?
Shoot dang.
Keep the mud off them boots and keep the laces clean and just take care of them. The good old boots.
Yeah.
No.
Buy new boots.
Yeah,
no,
Seth needs
I
to get new
refuse.
boots.
Remember, children, buy new boots.
Don't do it. Walmart boots are fine.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.